Hello everyone, this is Angel Sarabia and today we're gonna have a review of the chapter number 16 of the book of George Yule, which is called The Study of Language. So the name of the chapter is the written language. So let's get started. So first of all, let's go ahead and take a look what's gonna be on it. All right. Well, so this is the summary for the book of the study of language, chapter 16 by George Yule. This chapter explores the written language, its history, and its development. So in a few words, talks about writing, which is the way to use symbols to show language, not just talk. By looking at these different ways of writing, we can understand how writing has changed over a long time and how it affects how we think and we communicate. So let's get started. Right. So first of all, let's take a look about the introduction of the written language. So based on the book, writing is defined as a symbolic representation of language through graphic signs, requiring sustained conscious effort to learn. So early forms of visual representations, such as cave drawings and day tokens, predate the earliest known writing system, cuneiform, which appeared about 5,000 years ago. In simple words, writing uses symbols to show language and takes effort to learn. Before writing, people used pictures. The first real writing system, which is called the cuneiform, came about 5,000 years ago. So people have used writing for thousands of years to keep records. Let's take a look about the pictograms. So let's find what a pictogram is. So cave drawings are considered pictorial art rather than linguistic messages. So pictograms represent a particular image consistently and are language independent. So modern pictograms are understood with the same conventional meaning in different places where different languages are spoken. Remember, cave drawings are pictures, not writing. So pictograms are pictures that mean the same thing to everyone, no matter what language they speak. All right? Now let's take a look what about the ideograms. Ideograms are symbols of objects with associated meanings that may not be tied to the object itself. These symbols represent ideas or concepts moving from visible to conceptual representations. Both pictograms and ideograms do not represent words or sounds in a particular language. So keep in mind that ideograms are symbols that stand for ideas, not just pictures. Neither pictograms nor ideograms represent spoken words, all right? Now let's take a look about logograms. So logograms are symbols used to represent words in language. Cuneiform writing used by the Sumerians in an early example of logographic writing where the shapes of the symbols give no due to the entity being referred to. Modern logograms in English include symbols like dollar, 8, and ampersand, each representing one word. So remember, logograms are symbols that stand for whole words. The cuneiform was an early logogram system. Modern examples of these symbols, as I already mentioned, are like this one that we have over here, which is the dollar, number 8, and. All right. Now let's move. What about the phonographic writing? Phonographic writing involves symbols being adapted to represent sounds of words. The development from pictographic representation to logographic writing took place when symbols were used in similar ways in certain words had similar sounds. So in this development, the symbols are adapted to represent the sounds of the word. All right, so remember, phonographic writing uses symbols for sounds. That's the key, the key component, right? They use symbols for sounds. Symbols instead representing sounds when words sounded alike. Then we have the Ribas principle. The Ribas principle involves using the symbol for one entity as the symbol for the sound of the spoken word used to refer to that entity. The symbol is then used whenever that sounds occur in any word. Contemporary English texting illustrate the Ribas principle, where the symbols and numbers are used to represent sounds of words or parts of words as well. Remember, so the Ribas principle uses symbols for sounds. Texting uses this by using symbols and numbers for word sounds. As an example, we have right here. With this image, we have the I, the heart, and the letter U. So instead of saying the I, heart, and letter U, would say I love you. That's the Ribas principle. Interesting, right? Then we have the syllabic writing. Syllabic writing employs sets of symbols and each one representing the pronunciation of a syllable. So modern Japanese can be written with hiragana, which is a set of single symbols representing spoken syllables, making a partially syllabic writing system. So the Phoenicians followed the developed a syllabic writing system about 3,000 years ago using symbols taken from earlier Egyptian writing. All right, so remember that the syllabic writing uses symbols for syllables. Japanese hiragana, it's a syllables-based system. So the Phoenicians created a full syllabic system 3,000 years ago. Now let's see the alphabetic writing. An alphabet, as you know, is a set of written symbols, each representing a single type of sound or phoneme. Semitic languages, such as Arabic and Hebrew, use a consonantal alphabet, where words consist largely of symbols for consonant sounds. The early Greeks further developed the alphabet by using separate symbols to represent vowel sounds, creating a system with single symbols to single sounds correspondence. All right? So keep in mind that an alphabet uses symbols for single sounds. Some alphabets, like as I already mentioned, right, the Arabic focus on consonants, and Greeks added vowels, making a full sound symbol system. Now let's take a look about the written English. There is a frequent mismatch between the forms of written English and the sounds of spoken English. Other languages, like Italian and also our Spanish, adhere most closely to the one sound, one symbol principle of the alphabetic writing compared to English. There's a lot of variation in how each sound of contemporary spoken English is represented in writing. So remember, English writing doesn't always match spoken sounds, as a difference from Italian and Spanish because they are more consistent. English writing has many ways to show the same sound. Now let's take a look about English orthography. So the English orthography, which is the spelling, is subject to a lot of variation due to borrowed words and historical influences. A digraph, which is a combination of two letters consistently used for a single sound, such as the PH as F or F sound and the SH as SH sound. So the spelling of written English was largely fixed with the introduction of printing in 15th century in England, with the conventions derived from Latin and French. So keep in mind that spelling is it's very varied because of borrowed words and the history. And diagrams are two letters for one sound, like the PH. All right. And And that's pretty much it. Wow, we have covered a lot today, huh? So let's recap. First of all, we learned about the evolution of writing. So this chapter it traces the development of writing systems from early pictograms and logograms to more complex phonographic and alphabetic forms, and also the communication meaning. So despite their differences, all writing systems function to convey meaning and facilitate human communication. And finally, reflection of culture and language. Writing is more than just a tool. It reflects human thought, culture, and it's essential for understanding language development and change. So the study of language by George Yule, chapter 16, shows writing's evolution from pictures to alphabets, all to communicate. It notes also learning challenges and how writing reflects thoughts and culture, and also emphasizes writing's role in language change. Now, let's see how much you understood and learned about this chapter by answering the following 5 questions. They're really easy, so you don't have to worry about it. So if you paid attention, you will get all of them correct. So let's start. Question number 1. What does a pictographic writing system use to represent ideas? Letter A, letters. B, symbols or pictures. C, numbers or sounds. I will give you 5 seconds to think. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the right answer is yes. Letter B. You're absolutely right. Symbols or pictures. You got it right. Good. Next. Question number 2. What is the main characteristic of an alphabetic writing system? Letter A. It uses pictures. B. It uses symbols for whole words. C. It uses symbols for individual sounds. D. It has no symbols. 5 seconds for you to think the answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the right answer is letter D. No. It's going to be letter C. It uses symbols for individual sounds. Yes, good. Question number 3. Which writing system is used for the Chinese language? A. Alphabetic. B. Syllabic. C. Phonetic. Or D. Logographic. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the right answer is D. You're right. Logographic. Good. Question number 4. What writing system did the Phoenicians develop that influenced many other alphabets? That's an easy one. The cuneiform, the hieroglyphics, the alphabet, or the pictograms? Easy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. And the right answer is letter C, the alphabet. Excellent. Question number 5. Which of the following is an example of a syllabic writing system? A. English. B. Japanese hiragana. C. Chinese. D. Greek. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the right answer is letter B, the Japanese hiragana. You're right. Excellent. You did it. Okay, that's awesome. That's perfect. So, thank you so much for watching this presentation. I hope you have learned and enjoyed. And remember, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach me. So my name is Angel Sarabia, and I'm here to help you out. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.